It's Sunday. Let's see, what day is it? The 13th of September. And at this old area of town, there's a little park here. I've hit this park once. I didn't do a very thorough job, and it poured yesterday. It just absolutely poured, tons of rain, so the ground's going to be really conductive. Plan on being at this park for a couple hours unless it's really producing. If not, then I'm going to go back to my Relic Honey Hole for a couple hours. So I'll give you an update when I find something good. See ya. Well, this is a good sign. First dig, period. As you can see right here, it's a 1925 wheat. Looks like it might clean up pretty nice. It was actually underneath a piece of aluminum wire from like the fence or something, or steel wire or whatever. But I'm not even in the park yet. As you can see, I'm along the sidewalk. So sweet. See ya. So I'm digging here next to part of the tot lot in this big park here. Not big, but small park. And I had a signal, upper 70s, you know. Thought it was gonna be a zinc or a copper, but turned out to be a huge coin spill. They're all pennies, but looks like probably 75% zinc. The rest are copper, but I'll get a total count and tell you on the wrap up. See ya. So there was a total of 9 copper and 24 zincs, because I had to rescan and there was some more. So wow, it's a big spill. Some kid probably buried it. Alright, see ya. Well, there's hoes in this park. At least one of them. Found a hoe. What's left of one. It's really deep too. It's probably about 10-11 inches deep. Oh well. Put it in my pouch. See ya. Back once again to my Relic Honey Hole. The last park didn't really produce too much. It had the 1925 wheat penny, and then that penny spill, but that's about it. So back here, I'm going to put the big standard coil 8x11 on there. The ground's a little bit more moist, so the conductivity will be better. Get a little bit more depth. I'm not too worried about trash, but I'll see you on the next good find. Digger here with my first good find. It's about in the same location as where I found that Zuev button. Guess what I found? My very first 100% for sure Civil War bullet, or not bullet, but button. Isn't that awesome? And clean it up a little bit more. Stand by. So there it is. With the shank on the back. It's a little bent. So I'll try to see what the writing says later, but awesome find. This is the best find of the day. Awesome. See it. Just popped the plug and I think I have another button. I just flipped this over. It's green. Looks like it still has a shank. See if there's anything on it. Stand by. Alright, here it is. It's got a really weird shank on the back. It's like two of them separate but connect in the middle. It's kind of weird. I'll have some better shots of it at the end. There's nothing on the front of it. It looks smooth. So half semicircle or whatever with a weird shank. So see you on the next one. Turns out this is button day. Here's a flat button with gold gilt on the back still. And the shank. Stand by, I'll clean it off. So it's a beautiful button. It's got some fancy on the back. And some writing, which I'll get off. I'll see what it says later. Front, there's nothing on there. There might be little specks of gilt left, but button, sweet. See you on the next one. It's been a little while since that last button. I just got a nice signal, and it's a 3-ringer. Awesome. Let's see it on the wrap up. Alright, got another one of those washer tokens. I'm gonna clean it off with a toothbrush and I'll be right back. Alright, it definitely is a token. This side, it has 35054 and a little bow tie. And the other side says good for 5 cents in trade. It's in great condition too. So, awesome. See you on the next one. Well, this might be the last hole for the day, but it's another 3-ringer. You can see the mold line on that one. It's definitely dropped. Alright, it's probably the last hole. See you on the wrap up. Here's all the trash from just today. It's probably good 2.5, 3 pounds. A lot of big iron. There's that hole in there. And there's this metal piece. I have no idea what it went to. Maybe to a mop or something. I don't know. A lot of cans, aluminum, stuff like that. But, alright, I'll see you on the wrap up. Alright, Coin Digger here for Sunday, 13 September 2015. Went to a couple places. Let's start off with the first one, as you saw in the beginning of the video. It's a park I've already been to before. Didn't find a whole lot there. I was there probably an hour and a half or so, maybe 2 hours at the most. This was the very first hole, 1925 Weedy. That was the best one, best thing of the day. It was underneath like a piece of wire from a fence or something, but that was an awesome find. And then the only other notable thing was a coin spill that had 9 copper pennies, and it actually had 25 zinc pennies. I found another one after turning the video off. So that was like pretty much the biggest coin spill I've ever seen. And so surprisingly, nothing good though. It was probably there from the mid to early 80s, because there was some 70s pennies, and I didn't even look at the dates of these. They're all crusty. And then moving on. Alright, continuing on to the second spot was my special Relic Honey Hole park that I go to all the time. It's still giving up the juice, giving up the good stuff. So let's start off with the clad. Got a couple of quarters. They're both in the 60s. The oldest coin I found was this one, and I nicked it when I dug it. It's 1953 nickel, plain. There's no mint mark. And some Zinkins. Now this thing is some kind of necklace or charm or whatever, but it has like a Chinese character or something, maybe Japanese, I don't know, most likely Chinese. It's just a junk jewelry. This thing here, I'm not sure what it is. I found a piece of it at that park before. This one, I found a huge piece and then another piece. So these were, I don't know, maybe 10 feet apart from each other. I don't know what it is, but it's decorative, and it seems to have fabric or string coming out of it. So I don't know if it was part of a dress. I don't know, part of scarf. I have no clue. But anyway, and then I found this stuff here. It's like pot metal, but it's like decorative. These two pieces were together in the same hole. They're both similar. If you look, you can see design on it, fanciness, but I have no idea what it could be. It's just pieces of something. Then there's this thing, which I found, which seems to have some kind of shape to it. I have no idea what it could be. Just thought it was of note. It's so small, and I found it in the hole. Then let's see, there's this thing, part of a makeup compact. There's no words or design. The only design actually is just circles, like you can see it right there, rings. Nothing special. Got 2 shotgun head stamps, which is surprising because I don't know what was there before. I mean, these are definitely not Civil War era, so it's definitely afterwards. So I don't know why they would be shooting shotguns in that area. They're both 12 gauge. This one's UMC Company Club number 12. This one is I think B or RCC League 12. This is some kind of earring. I don't think it's that old. Moving on to the buttons. Here's a button here. This is a very strange button. You can see the shank. If anybody knows anything about this type of button, like shank or whatever, just let me know. I'm gonna have to do some research before I put the video up. If I find anything, I'll put some more info in the video. There's kind of 2 holes on both sides too, so I don't know what that's about. But that's the shape of it right there. There's nothing on the front of it. Just a smooth dome. There could have been something at one point. I got this flat button with shank and tons of gilt on the back. And looking at it, it says treble gilt standard. Treble up there on the top left, and then gilt in the top right, and then the bottom standard. And the front is, there's nothing. There's still some gilt left on the front, but nothing else. Then I got this token. Saw a little bit of it in the clip. Apparently, like, they numbered their tokens back then. 35054. This side says good for 5 cents in trade. So it's different than that other token I found that was similar shape and style. But then I've got 2 3-ringers, and they're both not solid, but no machine grooves inside, no stars at all. They could have been cast by themselves. I don't know. There's cast marks here on this one. This one was really dark in the hole too. It's kind of unusual. I'll never find them that dark. So I don't know what's up with that. Maybe it's just the type of soil that it was in. This one has a gouge in it, and it's not for me. It's like an older gouge. Then the absolute find of the day. That beautiful looking button there. Finally got myself a General Service button from Civil War era. Slightly bent, as you can see. Still beautiful. Not sure what it says on the back. It's hard to tell. I'm going to look it up a little bit on Google. The bottom letters look like T-Y, I-T-Y maybe. I don't know. Sorry for the shakiness, if it's shaky. But that was an awesome find. That is definitely going in a display. I'm going to have to get a bigger display for all my Civil War stuff. Put it all together. Put that with the US belt buckle. Alright, so there you have it. And some great finds. I still will be going back to that park probably many times. It still keeps producing. And all this was just in one small section of that park. So I think that covers pretty much everything. So thanks for watching. Happy hunting. And good luck on your next hunt. See ya. Coin Digger out.